新年快乐 yeah, Happy Chinese New Year.
During the Chinese New Year period, people greet one another with lucky phrases and sayings to wish each other health, wealth, and good fortune.
So, the Chinese New Year usually falls on the first new moon of February, which will be the 9th at exact time 2:59 Eastern Time, 5:59 Pacific Time, and 10:59 Universal Time. So this is going to be a big moon. I'm calling this the Re or the RE moon because we have a lot of re words like rerun, renew, remove, readjust. There's a lot of words you see a lot being thrown at you. And these words will be popping up throughout this whole video. We're going to discuss this very important big moon. Not only is the sun and the moon in Aquarius, but we have a stellium. We have Mercury, Pluto, Saturn, and the sun and the moon all in Aquarius. By February 16th, we should have 5 of the 12 zodiac signs in Aquarius. So we'll be discussing a lot about Aquarius as well as new moons, new cycles. We'll talk about the Chinese New Year. Now that it's 2024, we're celebrating the year of the wood dragon. So we'll speak a little about it. And we'll do a collective read and then we'll have everybody sign. New sun, moon rising for this new moon, February 9th. So new moons are all about new cycles. It's the beginning of the lunar cycle, the beginning of the Chinese New Year. So this is a very special moon. New moons are all about new beginnings, restarts, reimagining things. When you think of the moon, you think of imagination and emotions. So we have Aquarius, who wants to be free, and then we have the new moon, which is all about emotions. So we have Aquarius is all about groups of people, and when you think of this new moon, so these new emotions are going to come out with possibly new groups of people, and it'll be best to share your emotions. It's better to understand your emotions if you're in a large group of people, especially if those people have the same feelings as you. It'll be best to be around, people like that. It's a lot of brotherhood, sisterhood, or, large groups, communities. Yes, so thanks to Cancer, I've created a very awesome mix between the Tarot of the Curious Creatures and Sacred She Tarot. So we're calling this the Sacred She Curious Creatures Tarot. So while I shuffle, I'm going to talk a little bit about this special moon and why it's so special. Like I said, it's the year of the wood dragon. So if we break it down and you think of wood, wood is natural and grounded and rooted. It's expansion. It's solid. You think of wood as always growing, but very slowly growing. Yes, it's all about growth, expansion. Wood is very resourceful. You've seen in Aries and Cancer's reading, we were burning the wood stove. It's good for heat. Wood can be used for a lot of things. I have a wood necklace, wood, you know what I mean? Wood can be used for so many things. So, and when we put that together, wood with the dragon, which the dragon, what do you think of when you think of a dragon? They're very majestic, and they're exuberant, and they're humongous, and they're historic, magical, and they're enchanting. So when you put the dragon together with the wood, we have this very, very exciting, creative, innovative, rejuvenating. Here goes with our rewords. Renewing. So we have a lot of learning, and this is about wisdom. And depending on what kind of wood it is, it could be sacred. I mean, it's all from God. So the Wood Dragon is going to be a cool year. 2024, year of the Wood Dragon begins this new moon. It's so exciting. I can't wait to find out how this is going to impact your zodiac sign specifically. Now, we're going to go sign by sign, starting with the collective. We are going to see how this new moon is going to affect us as a whole. First, the spread, I found it. Since we are here on spread space, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here's the theme. I always like to have a little theme. So since this is the re-moon, where we're redoing and rejuvenating and all of these fun things, we are going to take a look. A lot of this has to do with habits and recovering from these habits as well, because we are releasing many of these replaying relationships and reoccurring situations. So like I said, this is a big RE moon. So our main energy, for the energy here, we have the Queen of Swords. Now she came up in 2 other readings, I think Virgo, but she's upright here. So she's very poised. She carries herself very well and is a very good communicator. Although her sword is double-edged, so her tongue could be hurtful as well as it could be helpful. But here she's upright, so I don't see any of that bitchiness here with this Queen of Swords. She is holding herself with poise and grace, and she is very blunt and honest in her words, in her speech. And she gets straight to the point. There's no beating around the bush when it comes to the Queen of Swords. So perhaps this is that energy, especially when we have Mercury in Aquarius. So we're speaking about our emotions to people, to a group, or to others. So moving along here for the collective energy, what this new idea is, and we received number 14, integrity in reverse. So I look at this as the opposite of integrity. The meaning of integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's looking. This is in reverse. So we have a lack of courage. So perhaps this new idea is letting go of your inner child and your shadow self. I see the inner child, the child is in, and then I see a shadow. And then I need 5 cards, 5 cards. Let's see, I think so here, the new idea we have is a lack of courage when it comes to our inner child and our shadow combining. But perhaps that's why we have this energy. Maybe we are communicating about that, so then let's figure it out. So the third card, we received the moon in reverse. So perhaps we still have these energies lingering from this full wolf moon that we just experienced. So perhaps we are lacking the courage to put that in words. So that's why being in a group setting would really help. Seeing other people do it will help you, you know what I mean? This is what I say, it's like a new moon. It's like that full moon leaving and this new moon rising. Very Cancerian energy, like homey energy. Perhaps we're freeing ourselves from these emotions, from these negative, these stale emotions or stale beliefs or thoughts, or maybe this imagination that we have we're freeing ourselves of that. The habit of holding that in. We're creating new patterns, redoing a lot of things. For the fourth card, we received the very, very, very bright and exuberant Sun card, which is a very happy card. I think of as like pride and like showing off your energy and like, you know, just very confident, and this tone is a very happy tone. What intentions are we setting? And we have the Seven of Pentacles. So this tells me that we are we're letting go of all of these old things, all of these things that have been around for 7 months, a week, for these things that have been around for perhaps 7 years, these things that we've been growing. And these seeds that I'm talking about aren't good seeds. These are seeds that are uprooted. They're not healthy. These are habits. These are things that are growing, have been growing for years perhaps, and we're letting go of that, and we're setting intentions to let go of what will bring us negativity or what no longer serves us. We're releasing rotten roots. How about it? We're releasing the rotten roots here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So these two cards I have up here for the collective, we're going to have them as our secret mystery card that we'll reveal at the end of this reading. We'll go through sign by sign and see how this new moon in Aquarius will be affecting you and your sign. Beginning with Aries. Aries, good day to you, Aries. My fellow Arians, let's give these a really good shuffle. I'm just so excited for this new moon. We can set intentions. Oh, Aries, we have some deception fly out. We have 3 cards popped out, so I guess we have another message for the collective. Aries, you can maybe take this as your message as well, since it came out before your reading. But the first 3 cards that came out, we have deception, wolf in sheep's cloth. There's a reading about that, about the competition. And then we had 3 of cups, which that's what it looks like here as well. And perseverance, which 7 and 8 add up to 13, which is the devil, also deception. Where's the deception coming from? This group of friends. I see the picture of the 3 of cups in the Rider-Waite deck, where we have the lady in red. Now this lady in red, especially when in reverse and when she comes up in a love reading, is not the type you want coming up in your reading. Like, this lady in red is like fucking your man type bitch. So that's the kind of shit that I feel. Even though this is upright, it's surrounded by deception and the perseverance. So it's like we're holding out, we're sticking around in this group with deception, and perhaps we're not even aware of it, since we do have a wolf in sheep's clothes. You do not see these wolves. Perhaps you don't see the sheep's teeth, the wolf's teeth. There is a celebration, and in this group, we're at the celebration, there's deception, but we are to persevere. We are to persevere, we're to hold it out, we're to stick it through. And I hear, like, use your intuition. When you hear something, the truth is always inside of you. So I say, when you hear something, like, the truth's coming out, like, you'll feel it. You'll feel the truth.